Yeah, nothing's on TV. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the highly anticipated, lowly overrated Iron Dog 63 show. Ah, been busy. Hell, I don't know. I've been busy, 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 busy. Ah, you got mentioned on the Weather Nation? Huh. Well, that's nice. Honorable mention? Or, hey, y'all, over there in that neighborhood, look out. Yeah, I see it. Lulu died. 78 years old. We've had a busy weekend here. I can walk out in the garage. I can walk out the garage door that way. I can walk around the other side, and I can almost walk out the door over on the other side. And the only reason why I can't walk out the door on the other side is because um, there's some cabinets, bathroom cabinets, and sink, and some other stuff that's going into the bathroom that's right there at the doorway. So, so I can't get past it. But you can walk around now. I give my daughter, I don't know, about 12 or 15 dozen jars that was out in the garage. Um, I give her a little push cart, or it's actually a pull cart, so she can put her stuff on for the farmer's market and she don't have to carry it. She can put it on the cart and pull it to where her tent is. What else? Oh, I got rid of, uh, oh, what do you want to call it? Raised bed garden. Got rid of one of them, made out of plastic. I don't know what you want to call it, plastic resin or whatever. Got rid of one of them. Cleaned off the trailer that's out there and threw all that stuff that was on the trailer into. I got a trailer sitting out here, a dump trailer. We're tossing stuff. We're cleaning the garage, the basement, all the closets and everything out. We're tossing a bunch of stuff. So nothing good, just stuff that we've had for years and nobody wants. That's right. There's room to smoke now. So yeah. Um, I probably got, I don't know, maybe a ton at least, or close to it, of 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x2s, and they range between 8 foot and 12 feet. She probably is. Probably is. Saturday morning, the trailer belongs to a friend of mine. Saturday morning, I took it, he come over and we hooked onto it and took it down there to the landfill and dumped it, or not the land, to the transfer station. Brought it back. Um, this one's probably going to be heavier than the last one. I know. And I can go on a buying spree. Um, what else? Well, my main objective was to get over to the other side so I could get my mobility scooter out. I got to get the batteries out of that, and I got to order batteries from Amazon. And then we're doing a flea market on the 16th and 17th and 18th or something like that of May. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm going to put the new batteries in that and take that up there and put it up for sale. You belong to give it. I tell you what I did there, Amish. I didn't go into the shed where the big one is, but I forgot on a shelf in the garage back in this corner right here was a cast iron griddle, a cast iron round griddle, um, and like 5 or 6 other cast iron pans, and then a couple of cast iron. I don't know what you call it, baked potato pans or something like that that you put a baked potato in, or I have no idea what they're for, but um, I found all that over there in a corner. I knew I had it, I just didn't remember having it. When I seen it, I knew it. Mobility, that's right. So I got to get that mobility scooter over here, get the batteries out of it, get them ordered from Amazon, get them put in. 1800s, $125. Oh yeah, which one? Tesla? 29 bucks. That's cheap. 20,000 for electric pickup. Well, when I worked for Burner, there's a company down in Toledo, a Kia car company. If you bought a Kia base model, or one with air conditioning and power windows, and rear window defroster, and if you bought one with one of them, or with that, you could get a second car, brand new, base model, you know, AM radio, that's it, and hand window or crank windows, and no rear window defrost. You could get a base model Kia for $100. Putting wheel studs in the Kia now. Anyways, I owned a Kia. I didn't get in on that deal because I didn't have it then when I bought the Kia, but um, trying to remember what kind it was. Sorrento. What, I don't know if it was a Sorrento. I can't remember. But a guy at work, Dave was his name, he did that. He went to the Kia dealer and he paid cash and he bought a brand new Kia for like $11,000, fully loaded. And he got what he wanted, you know. And then he bought a base model for $100. And he was telling me all about it. And I said, well, what are you doing with it? He said, well, the nice car is sitting in my garage. I only drive that when I go out. I'm driving this $100 clunker that's brand new to work, to the grocery store, or anything else. So I only got $100 into it. If somebody dings the shit out of it, he says, I don't care. I only got $100 into it. Huh. Still going. Hey, I tell you what, a Kia is a good car, honestly. That one I had, um, that thing would flat run, man. I want to say, I want to say it was a three-cylinder. I ain't for sure. I can't remember. I think it was a three-cylinder, and it had a fourth spark plug on the exhaust manifold. That's a V6. Yeah. This was just a little three-cylinder. We got it because I was driving back and forth to Toledo and up to Carlton Farms and Rockwood, Michigan, and I was driving, 65, 70 miles one way. I'll never see you in a Kia. So, but anyways, it was a nice car. Um, the only bad thing about it is the one about the car is that how I put 50 some thousand miles on it the first year. We had a we also had a 99 Dodge Stratus or Intrepid. Had a 99 Dodge Intrepid. And unless you put your hand on the hood, you couldn't tell that thing was running. It was so quiet, you couldn't hear it run. I loved that car, man. You could walk around the back and it wouldn't smoke, unless it was cold out. That was the only way you was going to see any exhaust coming out of it. But it would not. It would not. You couldn't hear it running for nothing. It didn't have anything that the bearings or nothing. The fan didn't squeal, nothing. You just couldn't hear it. I want the top of the line Hugo too. Then we bought. What did we buy? I bought a brand new. It wasn't brand new. It was a used Dodge Stratus. Brought it up to Hillsdale. It had 16,000 miles on it. Very first question I asked the dealership about it was, hey, has this car ever been wrecked? Or has it ever been a rental? And they told me no. Well, I didn't know anything about Carfax back then. And they told me specifically it wasn't. Well, we had the car about 2 weeks. They filled it up full of gas when we got it. We had the car about 2 weeks. And I went to put gas in it, and I opened it up, and it said Hertz Rent-A-Car on the inside of the gas door. Well, I called them up and said, hey, I thought this thing was not supposed to be a rental. Well, who said it was? I said, the sign on the inside of the sticker on the inside of the gas door says it is. And then I started looking around, and the battery was painted red. They wrecked the car, and instead of taking the battery out and fixing the car or whatever, they put a battery in it after they painted it. So I got a hold of the bank that I financed it through and said, this is what's going on with the deal. And I had to go talk to them for probably about a half an hour, 45 minutes. I took them out, showed them the car, and they said no problem. They called the dealership up, which was in Hillsdale, and a couple of days later, they come and got the car and give the bank back the money. Yeah, I probably still would have bought the car if they'd have told me, but when they lied to you, that's just another thing. And then that's when I went and bought the Kia, but I'm trying to remember what the hell. I don't think it was a Sorrento. Um, that's when we bought that. Yeah. Jay. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. Well, when I bought Kathy a Dodge Ram pickup, extended cab, half ton. It wasn't a 4-wheel drive, but it was a sharp Dodge pickup. I think it was a 2005, I think, or 2003. I can't remember. 2003, maybe. Maybe it was a 2001. Anyways, I bought that for, and they wanted 9,000 for it, and I offered them $5,800 cash, and the salesman said no, and I said, "You guys wouldn't take 5,800 cash?" Nope. So I said, "Call a manager over here." So they did. The manager come over and he said, "What can I do for you? Would you take $5,800 cash for this on the road today?" He said, "Cash?" I said, "Yep." So Kathy had the money on her. She pulled out a wad of cash and he says, "Write it up." We walked out of there with that car for $5,800 on a pickup, 5,800 bucks on the road. But by then, when we bought that, I already knew about Carfax, and I said I wanted to see the Carfax on that, and they showed it to me. It had never been wrecked. The miles were correct. It had been maintained, so it was a nice pickup for that money. You had the one that belonged to the preacher. What about the old lady from Pasadena? They probably ain't. The turbos probably ain't that great now. Um, get a Hyundai on a Monday, yeah. Well, her that pickup I bought, that Dodge Ram, I think I bought it in 2007, I believe. It was only like 4 or 5 years old, maybe, and it had 96,000 miles on it. I mean, and it was spotless underneath. I had been around looking for pickups. I went to the GM dealer, and they had a 2002 um, 3500 crew cab, 4-door, with an 8-foot box on it. And that's what I was basically looking for, was a 1-ton truck, and it had the 8.0 in it. I think that's what they call it. I ain't for sure. Basically the 454. So we took that for a test drive, and we took it out at night, and the damn dash lights kept blinking on and off on it. Hey, anymore? Yeah, I'm not. I'm not borrowing money for a car. Um, yeah, I was a big boy. Yeah. Anyways, um, the dash lights kept blinking on and off on it, so we took it back the next day, and we said, "Hey, we'll take it, but this has to be fixed first at that price." Oh no, no, we're not fixing that. No, that'll cost $1,500, and we're not gonna fix that. That's fine with me. I said we don't want it then, because I'm not putting $1,500 of my own money into it, you know. So we walked out of there. I think they probably regretted that when I walked out. So because that thing sat there for another 3 or 4 months before they sold it. That Dodge we bought, that was pure white, pearl white, and had a black tonneau cover on it with white diamonds stitched on it, tinted windows. That was probably one of the nicest pickups I've ever. It was the nicest pickup we ever had. Yeah, about 4 miles a gallon. But you know, you're gonna have that. If you want something big, you gotta have something. It's gonna eat the gas. Now, the van out here has got a 6.0 in it, and it gets right around 13 miles a gallon, somewhere around there. I've only put, I don't think I've put 1,000 miles on it since we had it. Good evening, Dan. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? I wish I had all the cars I had when I was younger, and I wish I had all the toys I had when I was younger. But you was rough on it, that's right. I found this in a drawer the other day. They say it's only worth about $8 to $10, but this thing is 21 years old. It's in pretty nice shape for being 21 years old. I bet it was kind of, yeah, it's a little mileage. Yeah. By the way, I shaved. See? Yeah. Tomorrow there is a city council meeting at 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm gonna try to be there on Zoom um, while I'm doing the live stream. I think I'll see if I can bring it up, and then I will share it so y'all can watch the Zoom meeting. If I can do it, I don't know. I'm gonna try. They want to hire a new city clerk. The old city clerk has not been there since September, been on sick leave. The one that's been replacing her has been doing a fantastic job, and I want to see if they're going to give her the job or if they're going to cheat her out of it and give it to somebody else. Because if they are, the next time that they need the city clerk to be filled in, I would tell them if I was her to go get bent. Do it your own damn self. Yeah, well, I could go there. I got this pesky little live stream to do. Hello, hippie chick. And the guy that has a trailer, the dump trailer, he's running for city council. Friend of mine said you should have signed up and ran for city council. I said I don't want that headache. I said, but if I did run for it and won, I can guarantee you I wouldn't make any stupid votes. It'd be common sense. Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning, a.m. Junkyard, a.m. Did you or did you not just hear somebody knock on the door? Heck, huh? Yeah, so people don't want to show up. You're right. Yeah, the kid on the bike, evidently. Hey, Johnny Shoes, you old snuggle bunny, you. Rosanna, Rosanna, Dana, Rosanna, Dana, Anna, Rosanna, Dana, Anna. Nice to see you. I just went to check the ring, and it says the Wi-Fi isn't inactive on it. So I don't know what's going on, but Huh. They shot the one that was doing the shooting, or they just picked out somebody by random and just shot him? You know, well, the guy shot 11 people or 10 people. Then the cops, they had to go and shoot him. Where's the justice in that? Beautification? I guess when I get off in here, I gotta walk outside, grab the ring, push the restart button on it again. I'm not understanding how it's losing Wi-Fi. This is the second time in 2 weeks it's done it, and it never used to. It never before did it. It never before has it ever lost Wi-Fi. What, his own funeral or somebody else's? Well, he wouldn't know if he made it to his own anyways. Even if he was alive, he wouldn't know. The popes? I don't know. Maybe Timothy the seventh or the Timothy the ninth could tell us. You know, I'm sure he was there. Means he's going to take over the reins. Joe was there. See, I told you Tim would know. They had free wine. Yeah, there will be. Come on, Joe. And who are you again? I'm your wife, Jill, Joe. Who? And quit calling me Joe. Yeah. Well, I hear that Trump told Barack Obama if he sticks into his nose into the foreign affairs, they're going to have him arrested under the Hatch Act. So consider yourself, you may go there as a private citizen, but you'll come back as a prisoner. Well, he probably couldn't clear customs. Yeah. Well, yeah, when the government was paying for it. excuse me, when the taxpayers are paying for it. Government doesn't pay for shit. The taxpayers do. I got a city council meeting tomorrow morning and then a city council meeting at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Hmm. Yeah, like them trips to El Salvador. There you go, yeah. We're all paying for them. Right? Hmm. Oh. Our daughter and son-in-law, they put in 210 hills of potatoes today. And then I don't know how many onions they put in. Um, and they planted a bunch of peppers, cayenne, jalapeno, and I don't know, some other one, serrano. Well, she goes to the farmers markets and sells that stuff when it comes in. So that and she sells her eggs at the farmers market if she has them, and they did. Well, they said that guy that stole her purse was a white guy. I mean, I guess he could be a white guy and be an illegal alien because they come from every country in the world, but it's hard to believe. I wonder if she's going to deport his ass by herself. You know. Oh, this is the fifth time you've stolen a purse, huh? Well, you know what we do to dogs that bite once, don't you? We smack them on the head. A dog that bites twice, we shoot him. So what do you think we're going to do to you? Yeah, sounds like a good idea. I'm allegedly, I can neither confirm nor deny, but I can speculate. And according to the um, place where she bought all her seed from and her plants and stuff from, they said today was should be the last day that we should have any frost this year. I bet he does have a big problem now. Well, today it's 59 right now, or 58. It only got up to 61 or 62 today. So that it wasn't warm. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't warm. Well, he should have come up a couple weeks ago. Is there some natural resources on that side of the mountain that somebody wants there, Amish? Sort of like where the hurricane hit North Carolina, right where they want to put a big old mine, and it helps when nobody lives there, sort of. You know what I'm saying? On that side of the mountain, there's probably rare earth minerals that somebody wants. You get what I'm saying? That's right. Well, they know it's still a forest now, so we can just buy it as public, sell it as land. Probably got guys over there putting gasoline on it, saying I don't know why it won't die down. I know what it is, Amish. Somebody started that forest fire at the top of the mountain, so it would go downhill. And now they got hundreds and hundreds of people down at the bottom of that, mountain, waiting for Sasquatch to come running out of there. Close it down. That's right. Of all time, of all time. God, gee, I just wish somebody would find me. Here I am. Hey. Yeah. Nothing there to see. That's right. I tell you what, if there is one, if there if there is such a thing as Bigfoot, I hope that they find one before I depart, because I'd sure like to see one. That's right. Could have. That's right. Sell it to some. Yeah. There you go. I remember years ago they had that show on there, and they had down like 20 people or 40 people or something like that, and they offered $10 million to the first one that could get undeniable proof that there was a Bigfoot. Undeniable physical proof. Well, according to about 80, 90 miles from here, there's a lot of them running around. Within a 80, 90 to 100 miles from here to about 250 miles from here, going north. Up in the UP and down um, around Lansing area and up through there, I guess there's a bunch of them. Gladwin and so. Yeah, there's $1 million reward in Oklahoma. Well, I think Grizz probably I think Grizz was trying to trap him, but he was doing it all wrong. Yeah. You can't put peanut butter on the back of your neck and strap yourself to a tree and think you're going to get yourself one. You don't know if that's dead or alive. Most states, like Oregon and I believe Washington and California, have an ordinance, a law that says you cannot shoot a Bigfoot, even though there's never been one found. It's against the law to shoot a Bigfoot, Sasquatch. They do. Ho ho ho, green giant. No, several big mouths. Yeah. What if it was a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? Don't think of nothing. Don't think of nothing. Don't think. Oh no! What'd you think of? The only thing I could think of, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Yeah. Lurch was a Bigfoot. You're right. Herman Munster. Oh. Hey, go get my phone off in my stand next to my chair. I'll see if I can get that ring to work without having to go out there and take it off and reset it. Pretty bad. If you didn't have a phone, a smartphone, you can't do anything with the ring. I mean, you can watch them on your computer and stuff, but you can't do nothing with it. No, I'm not there, Rosanna. Almost a year ago today. I think it was a year ago today. I had a TIA, spent 6 days in the hospital. So after that, Kath said, no, you're done. You're not doing that no more. So I was done. Yeah, because she's not doing it by herself. Yeah, through the ring. Oh, well, I don't know. Yes, you have to go out there and do it. Yeah, I know. Mostly yells at you. Well, I'm gonna do one in the 24th of May, and that's for down in Ohio. I will do that for him down there. I'm just gonna take a steam table and some of the stuff with us, but I'm not taking the cart or anything. And I guess it's gonna be at the county garage. Doesn't have nothing in it for a listing though. So, hmm. Yeah, tailgating. Um, I bought a couple of nice steaks the other day, um, and I actually bought 3 packages of peeled and deveined raw shrimp. So I'm going to get the grill out Wednesday night, and I'm going to season up the steaks, and I'm going to grill the steaks and grill some shrimp on skewers, or just probably just put them on the grill itself and grill them that way. It was pretty good, yeah. You did it. You made it yourself. Yesterday morning, I went to Walmart and they had their flatbread pizzas, buffalo chicken. They had 5 of them there that were marked down to $3.66, saved $3.26 or something like that. Some grilled onions, yep. Anyways, I bought all 5 of them. Then I bought the 2 steaks. I bought a couple loaves of bread and the shrimp. And we had the buffalo chicken pizzas yesterday for dinner, lunch and dinner. So you was a supervisor? There you go. So I liked it. The only problem was I couldn't get the crust crispy enough. They said to put it on the oven rack itself and put it at 4 1/4 and turn it sideways or on an angle. So I did that. It didn't get crispy. So and a taste tester. So but it was good. I mean, they were cooked and everything. It was good, but I'd buy more of them. But the next time I'll put the because it says center rack. I'll put the rack all the way down to the bottom and do it that way first. Excuse me. All right, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm actually all ready for Betty Bye and everything. So I'm gonna go outside, get that Ring camera, and get the Wi-Fi working back on it again. Butter. There you go. That sounds good. Probably gonna put a couple of baked potatoes on the grill too. Um, I might actually put them in the microwave for about 10 minutes first, and then take them out there and put them on the grill, just so they can get the baked part of it on there. Because if I wait for them, I'm gonna have to put them on the grill for 20 minutes before I even start the steak or the shrimp. So but that does sound pretty good. Y'all have a great night. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. And y'all have a good night. And we will see you tomorrow morning. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard if you're so inclined to join me. Have a blessed night, everybody. Take care.